all that, and I'm still not ready. Jeez. But we made it, I think. Now I'm going to take a short breath while I say, on your mark, get set, and go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning! Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Because we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
It's been oops. Ay. Yeah, we may hear a little bitty voice later on that says, man,
I am cute.
There we go. Nothing's working today. Jeez Louise. Stuff like this, I'm not even going to sweat about it. It got fixed and off we go. And instead of the whip around like I had originally planned, we are going to, now where to go? Oh, you know what? It's not here. Ugh. It's been that kind of morning. Well, in case you didn't hear, something wonderful happened last night in the city of Chapel Thrill, North Carolina. And no, it's not
Chapel Thrill now.
It's the fact that Hubert Davis, a somewhat good sharpshooter in uniform, was told the following words. That's right. Hubert Davis is gone from the University of North Carolina after 5 seasons. He made one Final Four appearance in the first year. And be real. Jay Spivey said it so many times, and it bears repeating. Hubert Davis should never have been the head coach at North Carolina. Period. In May, who is headed to the Sweet 16, mind you. But they selected Hubert Davis. In fact, Roy Williams selected Hubert Davis. He thought Hubert Davis was going to lead them into the future. Dean Smith, Roy Williams, and now you think Hubert Davis is going to take it. Wrong. You thought Hubert Davis was going to take the Tar Heels into the future, especially with the way college sports is now with this climate? Hates to say this, but they're going to suffer for a long time unless the name that is floating around becomes the coach. And I don't think this guy is qualified. Who am I talking about, you ask? I'm talking about Jerry Stackhouse. There are people in the North Carolina community that seem to think Jerry Stackhouse, yes, that Jerry Stackhouse, is the perfect coach for them. And I have one question and one question only. How? Show me his coaching resume. We know about his playing resume. You know, we know about what he did for the Tar Heels when in uniform. Show me his coaching resume. Show me a resume that deems him ready to lead a blue blood college basketball team. Show me his resume that indicates he is ready to lead a team in the NIL era. Show me a team that he can command. Show me a team that he can put together. Show me a way where he can recruit the same way Dean Smith did and the way Roy Williams did, that will produce one result and one result only for the Tar Heels, and that's championships. Note the plural. Because each of the generic coaches I mentioned earlier won multiple national championships. Not just division, not just ACC, national championships. Is Stackhouse really ready for that duty? Because that's the name that's been pointed at me. No. I don't think he is. I don't think he ever will be. And if he's offered the job, I'll laugh again. And this is coming from a Tar Heel fan. You need a coach that can bring in the players that believe in your school, believe in your team, and can turn this thing around. Period. And it's according and I hate to do this. That guy, you need some kids that are gonna stick around for a while. Will that happen in the NIL era? No, I already know that. I know that, and I realize that. Anyway, goodbye, Davis. You should have never been the coach. That's Snowman's take. What's yours? After the break, we dip inside the arcade. I promise this, and I'm going to deliver. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers got. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
The spirit of battle is a powerful force. It's a force that drives us, pushes us beyond our limits. It's a fire in our hearts that fuels our determination, our commitment, our strive for greatness. Every challenge faced, every obstacle overcome, it sharpens our skills and fortifies our resolve. This relentless pursuit of excellence makes the journey so exhilarating. And the victory, it makes the victory sweet.
Race car drivers change lanes very fast, but with no outside mirrors. How come they don't crash? Introducing Angel View, the new wide-angle mirror that reduces blind spots. Angel View simply snaps over your car's rear view mirror, giving you a 160-degree view behind you. Just look at the difference. Look, ordinary rear view mirrors are small and flat, but Angel View has a huge mirror with curved glass. This convex shape allows you to see both blind spots with one glance. And with our Pro Edition special coating, it's anti-glare at night. Get your Angel View now for just $19.99. But wait, Angel View may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Angel View is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. Once the current inventory is gone, it's gone forever. Order now.
Call 1-800-495-0761. That's 1-800-495-0761. Or visit getangelview.com. Order now.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
What are we doing?
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the morning.
$15 after the hour. Someone's waiting for us. Yes, Jen, it is you. It has always been you.
Hello.
It always will be you. Never. Amen.
Really?
Good morning, my dear. How are you?
Really? Really? That
What?
is how you bring me in. I'm not even
Did it make
surprised
you laugh?
anymore. I am not even surprised anymore.
Don't you ever lie to me like that again.
Atreus, shut up.
My question was, did it make you laugh?
It did give me a bit of a laugh, yes.
Good. Then I've done my job. Deets will be back with us. He says, you don't need you guys to stick around anymore. He says, what are we doing? Flying back to Connecticut. Why? I don't know. I don't know either, man. Sig Diggy is with us from Norway. And of course, I was having problems earlier during the beginning. So Genevieve flies in and says, are we having lag issues? You don't want an answer to that question. An honest one, that is.
I think we've already gotten the answer to that with how much you have been lagging in and out.
Yeah. And I don't know why that is. Anyway, I made you a promise, my daughter from across the pond. You good now?
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because of what someone in my VC just said. Do you want to know?
Do I want to go for it? What was
You
said?
want to know what they said? They said, "We stand Grandpa Snowman."
Grandpa Snowman here. Hey, I'm proud of it, okay? That just makes me laugh. I am proud of it. All right, I made you a promise. I made you a promise yesterday, and I'm going to live up to that promise because we're going to take a dip inside the arcade. All yours.
All right. Well, from the past week, we've had some interesting updates, mainly from 2 games. So let's start with the first one. Let's go over Marvel Rivals, because
More Marvel Rivals.
Season 7 began last Friday with a new theme, a new storyline, and of course, the reveal of our next 2 heroes. One of them already being in game right now, that being the director of the Tiger Division, White Fox.
Director
and yes,
of the Tiger Division, and it's White. The joke is in there somewhere. Go on. I'm glad you caught it.
The other character who will be coming in season 7.5 in about a month's time is Black Cat.
And to think Winnie's in my wife's office.
And yes, ladies
Hey,
and
look,
gentlemen, from the trailer, we are already getting the jokes of woman on woman.
Hey, you said
all I'm saying is, if anything, based on the interactions, if White Fox was gay for anyone, it would be for Luna.
Hey, look, you said cat, and I got 3 of them here in the house, and I'm waiting for one of them to pop up here during. Well, Winnie already took over my wife's office.
Speaking of Luna, she's finally involved in the story.
About time.
It is in a way that I personally, as a Luna fan, oh boy, I'm gonna throw hands with somebody, but it's not at Nettie's.
Okay, who are you throwing hands at or with?
Kingpin.
You can't throw hands at me. Doggone
No,
it.
not you. Wilson Fisk.
Repeating my sentence. Well, you know Kingpin's my character. Go on.
Basically, Mayor Wilson Fisk, also known as Kingpin in the Marvel Universe.
Said Mayor Wilson Fisk. I knew who that was. Go on.
Has basically declared martial law in Manhattan and has decided that superpowers and the use of them are now illegal. And with the new map coming at the beginning of April, 5 heroes have been arrested by S.H.I.E.L.D. The Punisher, Captain America, Black Widow, Luna Snow, and Adam Warlock are currently...
Adam Warlock?
Yeah, Adam Warlock has been arrested.
Adam Warlock? What in the world is going on here?
Trust me, the internet has already been on that.
And Deet's in the chat says still no Ghost Rider. The game is trash.
And thanks to thanks to the reveal.
They need to bring Ghost Rider.
I mean, he did get mentioned by Deadpool, so that's a start.
Yes.
Anyway, so And also, thanks to the reveal yesterday of Volume 2 of the Flight Mode World Tour outfits, we now know exactly how Luna Snow was arrested. They arrested her during her 8th anniversary World Tour concert.
I was afraid of that.
You can imagine my reaction.
My children
when I
don't
found
get
that out.
arrested.
It's these little
Marvel
things.
Rivals.
It's these little things in the MVPs that people look out for. And this was found in Magic's MVP. If you look very closely at the first couple of seconds, you can see an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. holding down Luna Snow on her knees.
Y'all, just a minute. Let me give her the camera. You all see her reaction, right?
Guys, all I'm saying is
you all see now. Just a moment. You see, everything is calm. She's in a meadow. She's calm. She's in a meadow. And she's chill. And then that piece of news comes out.
all I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, we ride at dawn. And also, really quick before we move on to the other major
in the
game.
chat says people.
Sorry, you kind of lagged out a bit there.
Deets in the chat says, "Do these people know how superpowers?" I'll reset at the break. Deet says, "Do people know how these superpowers work?" Captain America doesn't have superpowers. He has super soldier serum, which was given to him by the government. So he wouldn't be. So he wouldn't be because he doesn't have powers.
Although in the Marvel Rivals universe, his shield is improved with vibranium thanks to T'Challa.
Well, I'm going to give you the camera and I'm going to reset really quick. So I'll let you continue with the news of the arcade. And folks, I'll be back in a moment.
Gotcha. All right. Before we move on to the next major game, I did get a little piece of info in my ear. Thank you, Atreus. And I believe, from the sound of it, I hate to bring it up, but I'm only doing it this once because it's good news. Bye-bye, Sora AI. OpenAI are shutting down their Sora AI system. And the world celebrated.
So Sora is going bye-bye?
The AI program by OpenAI is. And now we move on to the next major game that had a lot of news and updates. Fortnite.
Oh, no.
Boy, do I have a doozy for you all. Boy, do I have a doozy. Oh!
Every time you give us a Fortnite update, it's even a bigger doozy than the doozy that you gave us before. What happened this time?
Oh, you all are going to have to sit down for this one. You're all going to have to sit down for this one. So, last Thursday saw the start of Chapter 7, Season 2, which also brought back the return of the fan favorite character, The Foundation, voiced by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
The Rock.
However, it wasn't all sunshine and roses. Because last Thursday also saw the V-Bucks change roll out. Basically, you all know about those V-Bucks bundles, right? That we can all get.
Yep.
Yeah. Epic decided that because they are having trouble with paying off some of their costs to keep the game running, They decided to take it out on us players. They're making us players suffer for it. How? Number one, reduce the amount of V-Bucks that we can get in those V-Bucks packs while keeping the same prices.
Okay.
Number two, lower the price of the Battle Pass to 800 V-Bucks. However, instead of giving us 1,500 V-Bucks back in the past, we now only get 800 back.
That sucks.
Number three.
Oh, there's more?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot more. Number three. Yesterday, we had two major announcements from Epic Games. Number one, over 1,000 employees have been laid off.
Again? Yikes.
Again.
What's going on?
One of them, you guys are going to be so mad at this because we found out that one of the employees that was laid off yesterday was the character designer of our boy Jonesy. The guy who made the original Jonesy model has been laid off.
To borrow from Chris Dietz, that's it. I quit.
They also laid off several staff members who were in charge of making the Fortnite live events what they were. And Epic also announced that in the future, 3 modes are going to be shut down.
Shut down?
Yeah. They're shutting them down and taking them out of Fortnite. And those modes are Rocket Racing, Ballistic, and Festival's Battle Stage mode.
Why are they taking Rocket Racing away?
Because out of all the modes from their Big Bang event, Rocket Racing was the least popular. And they stopped support of it after less than a year of those modes being out.
They took away my rockets.
Yeah, Rocket Racing is going bye-bye, you guys. So is Ballistic, and so is Festival's PvP mode.
Boo!
And to top all of that off,
y'all have never heard me boo on the show in 12 years. You have this morning.
Yeah.
Boo!
And to top it all off, dear Epic Games, if you're really struggling with money issues, if you're really having a problem, instead of taking it out on us who support you all the way through, you know what the easiest solution would be? How about you stop paying hundreds of millions of dollars to freaking steal the brain rot and all those AI slot maps that people make? Huh? Ever thought of that?
That sounds like a pretty good idea to me. Oh, McCarthy has a McCoffey has a question for you. We'll see Ryan McCoffey at the bottom. We're at the bottom of the hour, so we're gonna have to go to a break here in a minute. But the question is, what about Math Blaster?
Math Blaster?
Math Blaster.
And what? Is that a mode in Fortnite? If it's a map in Fortnite, then I can tell you right now, it ain't one that Epic made. It will be entirely user created. They can't just shut that one down unless it actually violates Epic's TOS on creative maps.
Okay. Notes in the arcade, folks.
Sorry, I was also getting a little bit else from Atreus in my ear, but I did not understand what he said. So I just heard it's something Pokemon related, but I don't know.
Y'all in Pokemon, man. My daughter's a big Pokemon fan.
I'm not really that much of a Pokemon fan, and you all can blame my mom. Actually, no. Let's not blame my mom for this. Let's blame Pokemon Go.
That's a peek inside the arcade. And like I said, my daughter's a big Pokemon fan, but that's a peek inside the arcade for this week, folks.
I do just want to say that I apologize for those little outbursts during that. That was completely not intended, but that's what happens when you talk about something that really grinds your gears.
Oh, gracious me. Good gracious.
I mean, hey, if you guys found it funny, you can always tune into my stream tonight, 7 p.m. GMT, where I'm going to be joined by my good friend Atreus Elpisa Lux, and I'm going to suffer through Hades.
Aren't you already? Never mind. Bad joke. Bad joke. A pause and then coffee with McCarthy. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
The spirit of battle is a powerful force. It's a force that drives us, pushes us beyond our limits. It's a fire in our hearts that fuels our determination, our commitment, our strive for greatness. Every challenge faced, every obstacle overcome, it sharpens our skills and fortifies our resolve. This relentless pursuit of excellence makes the journey so exhilarating. And the victory, it makes the victory sweet.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast, every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets. Cause we take this job so serious.
Get me the out of here, please.
Hey! There it is.
Damn it! What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
So I've been doing a little tinkering, and welcome back to Snowman in the Morning, by the way. I've been doing a little tinkering with the set and the setup, and my wife said, don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do it. Then I showed her what I had in mind, and she said, oh, that's what you're doing. Yes, that is what I'm doing. So I said that to say there's going to be a few changes coming. Subtle ones, but you'll like them. Speaking of liking changes, there's a certain team that my guest likes, but doesn't like the changes nor the direction. It has to do with, yes, we talk baseball on this program. Let's dive in. This Coffee with McCarthy is sponsored by Steph Curry Cognac. One, and it's lights out. I refresh that intro to Ryan McCarthy is here with us on this Wednesday morning. Good morning, sir. How are you?
What? No Victor Locke saying, I've got you where I found you, Mr. McCarthy.
Unfortunately, not now. He's in the office.
Shame.
Well, you're giving me an idea. We'll talk about that later. Okay.
Always giving you ideas. I'm not sure if they're good or bad.
Hey, look, at least I wasn't the one that came up with Uncle Foot on your screen in the midst of your vacation. That was not me. That was Victor, actually.
No, that was Cole Johnson.
Well, yeah, the genius.
He's the one who put up the picture that killed me.
Is your soul still floating over the banks of North Carolina?
My body may be here, but my spirit is floating over Wildhead Beach in Corona, Carolina. It will remain there until I am taken in my last day up to heaven.
All right, baseball gets started today, and I don't know what to make of this. Yeah. I don't know what to make of this season because there's a big fat lockout at the end of the rainbow, which frightens me because I love baseball. There may not be after this season, and I've said this here, and you've heard me say it, there may not be baseball for at least 2 years. Why? 2 words: salary cap.
Not only salary cap, but salary floor.
Mm-hmm.
Look, if you're an owner, if you're a team owner, right? You got a net worth of billions of dollars sitting there in different assets, whether it be liquid or solid.
Yeah.
But you can't afford to pay your team what some players are making this season. You got problems.
Yeah.
So, and don't cry poverty. Oh, I don't have money and cast fees. We don't get enough for Major League Baseball. Yes, you do. You get plenty for Major League Baseball. Baseball is making handover with these new national broadcast deals, mind you. Don't cry. Don't cry with your pockets on the inside out, saying I can't afford to pay these players. All right, like stop it. And also, Players Association, meet them in the middle. Meet the owners in the middle, please.
Then there's the curious, and I sarcastically say, the curious case of the Los Angeles Dodgers. The team that becomes
deferred.
the modern day New York Yankees, although they threw a wrinkle in it and deferred everyone.
Hold on. I'm going to defend my Yankees here. The Dodgers started that nonsense with $100 million contracts back in the day first. It was them. They set the trend. So this is their own doings. Not so much the Yankees. Yes, the Yankees have they shell out a lot of money for both players in-house and externally for free agents. Although we didn't see it. We didn't see anything like that this year because they're playing footsie with Scott Boras. But you're still giving a fat contract to Cody Bellinger at the end of the day.
And y'all my
criticism is they didn't do enough in free agency to build this roster up.
And y'all still have Aaron bleeping Boone as your field manager. Explain that to me, please, if you can.
No.
Why hasn't he been cut loose?
No, because he has a contract. He got extended after that World Series. At the run of the World Series, he got extended. The Yankees extended him. Inexplicably extended him, and basically what it is, it's that Hal Steinbrenner would rather watch the contract run out to make a decision than pay Aaron Boone to sit on his couch or go to the or go back to the broadcast booth where he came from originally.
Still your manager. And how many times have you come on this program and said Aaron Boone needs to go in the last 2 years? Not just the World Series run, but the years before that.
I may not have enough toes and fingers to count, honestly. And I like back when the Yankees announced him as the new manager. All right, the guys with Joe Girardi let his contract run out again, like Hal Steinbrenner is once as his. And they said we're going to bring back Aaron Boone. I'm going, why? At first, I said why? Why'd you do it? And then we saw what he could do and what he did in 2019. The Yankees in 2019 had the most man games lost in Major League Baseball. But I believe they finished with the third or fourth best record in the league. He did not get manager of the year. Rocco Baldelli, God rest his managerial soul, got manager of the year because he brought the Twins to the playoffs out of nowhere. Got swept by the Yankees in the wild card. But we won't talk about that. But I liked Boone at first. I liked Boone's spirit. I liked his energy. I liked how he defended his players. We see the clip of him saying to tell behind the plate umpire to get it together. What happened to that guy? What happened to that guy?
This wasn't literal, but it's figurative, and I think you'll agree with me when I say this. He got fat and happy.
He grew as he's wearing the stripe. Because he's a Yankees hero. He's a playoff hero. His shot off of Tim Wakefield, God rest his soul, in 2003 brought him into Yankee lore. He's been living off that lore ever since.
Forever. Yep.
And it's gone to it. I feel like it's gone to his head. It's entitlement. Straight up entitlement. I'm in a pinstripe uniform. I'm getting paid by my good buddy, my good buddy Brian Cashman. He's worse than getting by Steinbrenner. How much I have to do? Together, your team. Stop. Coach with your guts.
Say that again, please. I say that to all the managers and coaches and whatever sport. Say that again, please.
And again, we have to. I don't know what you call it. Blame or credit Davey Johnson for coming up with modern analytics back in the 1980s Mets, but the overall on analytics. Stop overextending your bullpen. Let the pitcher pitch. Let them get out of trouble, and see what happens, and see what happens with the starting pitcher. But his over-reliance analytics, his over-reliance bullpen, he wears out his bullpen night by night, and eventually it catches up to them. His over-reliance on launch angles and the bat, the swing rate, how fast the bat is going, and all that stuff. Like, throw it out the window. Just put together a solid roster. Let your starting pitchers pitch out of innings. Get us set up with 8th to 9th, or 7th through 8th, then your 9th. Trust your roster, says Rob.
I absolutely abhor. I hate analytics. I'm old school. Did he make contact? Did he put the ball in play? Did he drive in runs? Did he help the offense? That's all I'm worried about. I've had people who have been involved in and still involved in baseball ask me, why don't you look at the advanced analytics? Because I don't care.
Because I'm not a nerd. I mean, I am a nerd, not a nerd.
I am not an analytics nerd, nor will I ever be. I'm an old school nerd. Did he get the job done or not?
Yep.
Or did they get their butts handed to them like the Yankees did against, I don't know, the Toronto Blue Jays this past postseason? Going into that series, who knew they had no chance against those Blues. Back to last season, they had 3 shots to take them out after July. 3. And they failed all 3 times.
4.
4.
And 4. And they got swept.
And they got swept in Skydome. Swept.
And then later that month, they got swept by the Marlins at Lone Depot Park. And every Yankee fan was calling for Boone's. And then, and they did the trade deadline thing, and you know what? And they coast to the wild card, but they earned their way in.
They did.
But if it wasn't for that 4-game sweep in July, they would have not. Toronto had to go to the card.
Sent the Yankees downhill.
Mm-hmm.
They had 4 shots in Toronto. If any game in that series, you take out the Blue Jays. Turns out here the Blue Jays got higher than the pistol, and they had those 4 games sitting on them in reserve to go through any kind of record with the Yankees and Blue Jays from on to 4 games in Toronto. And then on top of that, Red Sox came out of nowhere to play playoff spot.
Yeah, and then they got beaten 3 by the Yankees. They ran into Cal Schlittler in 3. Who had the best performance by a rookie
ever
in a wild card game. And yeah, that was a great moment. It's a great moment in Yankees history, Yankees playoff history. But because then the last 3 were against the next biggest rival. I don't believe it necessarily. I think Baltimore is the next biggest division rival.
Yeah.
But Toronto, this basically, I thought they were going to lose at least 100 games last year. I said, pack it, trade. He's not, trade Bichette, Trebo, Bichette. Like, just take the new build and restock, because there was a lot to talk about this, saying, just like the Maple Leafs, and they totally, it's another subject for another day. They thought we're going to this in Toronto, and a nice big contract, and rewarded them with the season that they had. Bo Bichette, great year. Their pitching staff came together. Their bullpen, shaky at times, but their bullpen's solid enough to get the job done. And they rode all that momentum, all the games, World Series, and unfortunately, again, bullpen down, plain and simple. And from innings 8 by Yoshi Yamamoto, and who had a standing World Series. and
gosh.
deserved World Series MVP.
Agreed.
Bar none. Bar none.
I watched him. I did all 7 games of that series. And I was on the air for game 7 of that World Series. As soon as I saw him, you know, I just got a boost. And my partner said, how do you think he got a boost? They played the card that Toronto played too early.
Mm-hmm.
You had Trey Savage right there, sitting right there. You weren't supposed to bring him in inning 7. You're supposed to bring him in inning 8, not 7.
Mm-hmm.
You got your closer in inning 9. Walk off the field and celebrate. But the Dodgers outsmarted them and saved Yamamoto. Brought him in the 8th inning, and the Jays could do nothing.
Yeah, I mean, Roberts, great manager at this point. Great Hall of Fame. If he goes to the Hall of Fame for anything, it's going to be as a manager.
It's going to be as a manager.
Outsmarted John better. Utilizes here. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame because he's a man. He's an outstanding manager.
And speaking of the Blue Jays, Dylan Cease is now north of the border, which shores up a couple of things for the Blue Jays. What have we always said? How do you win? Pitching. What do the Blue Jays get? Because when Chicago drafted him, then he went to San Diego for a couple of years, and now I think he has found a home in Toronto, and he's also found a new pitch, which is a wipeout slider. If you thought it was wicked when he was with the White Sox and with Padres, it's got even more wicked with the Blue Jays. So, and the Yankees are seeing all these moves made, as you said, very around. They do try to intercept any of them.
Prospects. Okamoto.
Mm-hmm.
Iai. Trying to remember who the third one was who signed with your Sox. Murakami. Those 3 guys were there for the taking. Yeah, any of them because your focus is Cody Bellinger. Not it. And to an extent, Ryan Weathers.
Mm-hmm.
But those are things you really made.
Those 3 prospects, as you said, there on the Yankees to snatch them up. You would think they would get one of those 3. You would think one of those 3. They didn't get any.
And if I remember correctly, Okamoto's posted to close before he signed with Toronto. Toronto, they reset. They reset. My only, we talked about this week ago. My only concern is short. That's the only concern I have for this team. Otherwise, everywhere else is set for back season in the A, and at least the East there's to lose, but also the league itself is theirs to lose. I think that repeat. We're going to get a second straight Dodgers Blue Jays World Series.
I will away. We already love the Dodgers. Are we games ever and do not and north of the border? That's it, and that's all to be determined. The American League West Division, and I've had a lot of Mariner fans chirping at me, saying, "Why don't you give Seattle any credit whatsoever? Won the division, yeah, had a 2-0 lead on the Blue Jays. That's the mouth."
Going tighter than I think people expect.
I believe it is. Coming out of the final of the year.
It probably will. Yeah, it definitely will. Between I guess you could say, like I said, the Astros definitely their pitching improved. Mariners kind of good pat but they have a solid lineup. And well, they also extended Bo Naylor correctly.
They did.
I can, if the Rangers get their hitting right,
I can see them competing.
Yeah, because their pitching is pretty solid. Their pitching is solid. Hitting was a lot to be desired season expected.
Oh my.
Gravy. What is
How many runners in the first season? How many runners did they leave on the bases?
Yes. That's fine.
What's the basic rules of baseball? Get them on, get them over, and get them in. Rangers would get them on and get them over. The problem was, up until the All-Star break, they never got them in.
Right.
They never. The Central Division is going to be everybody between and a half game lead.
Yeah.
And then Cleveland comes all the way back and on the last day takes them down.
Not only that, but they also win the wild card. They beat them in the wild card. Look, Kansas City might sneak up on people. I don't trust their pitch. Their offense is going to be very good.
Right. The pitching is shot.
They are the players of baseball. They're going to outscore their pitching problems. And I'm going to hear it from Drew. No, you don't know that. The pitching's pretty solid. Come join the McCoffee Misery Merchant Meeting Mob. Meetings on Tuesday. Got our support group.
He with that.
That was totally on the fly. With droid going, oh my god, my teams are terrible.
Well, hell. Second straight week that didn't work. I apologize for that, folks. But you heard part of the episode, and I think I'm just gonna shut it down. Doggone it. I'm sorry about that, folks. I don't know why it continues to act this crazy whenever I tape an episode with somebody and it just will not play correctly. And I truly apologize for that. So we're at the top of the hour and I'm just going to go ahead and shut it down. So you guys, Damien says, who's worse, Aaron Glenn or Aaron Boone? Tie. That's what I think. Tie. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and close up shop here. So we'll be back tomorrow and I'm going to make some more changes to the show. We're going to discuss them. We're going to make some more changes to it. And we're definitely going to make this better. That's a promise that I will keep. So, I don't know why this upsets me so much, because when I would tape segments before, they would be fine. They would run, they would run even if I was on a laptop and there would be no issues. Today, of course, we recorded Coffee with McCarthy. We did that last night. And then today, all this happened and I don't get it. I don't understand why. A decision's gonna have to be made here, and I think I know what the problem is. I'm going to do some more research on it, and we will. Okay, I'm just going to do what Shane tells me. I'm just going to breathe. I'm going to sign off, and we'll see you tomorrow. So long, everybody. You know how often you hear from this pretty lady?
Ball goes Benton, Caleb. Why? Why, Snowman? Why? Just why? Just why? Just why? 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 Why?